What's up guys, Venom RB here. So Driving Empire just got a brand new update, aka last night when I was asleep, so let's just get around and get into checking it out. Alrighty, so in this update we have 4 new limited cars, some BMWs, some M3s, all of them are M3s actually. We have this thing right here, $298,000, no body kits or anything, pretty cool, top speed 187, handling 47%, blah blah, you can see it. Over here, similar thing, 129,000. This car actually has a cage, which is pretty sick. And then we have this, which Paul Walker owned like a million of, and I don't know what it's called, M3 something. Pretty cool car, pretty slow car, whatever. And then the highlight to me anyways, maybe not to BMW fans, but to me is the McLaren P1 GTR, which was actually no longer obtainable, but is now back. And you have 2 more days to get it. Top speed of 225 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds, and then 85% on the handling. And it looks pretty cool. So those are the limited vehicles. Now in this update we did get 2 new track vehicles, and then this got remeshed. So that's pretty cool that we now have the Ferrari FXX Evolution, however you say it, and then the MC12 whatever track version's called. I don't honestly know. Look at that engine bay, and then same for the Ferrari Enzo. Alrighty, so for new cars, we got a lot, and then some are just remeshes. So in this, we're gonna go over the highlights. I already recorded this. I went over the BMWs. They're all like the same, like inside. They're all slow. Nobody really cares. So that's what they look like. If you want to buy one, they're all cheap anyways. So in this video, we're just gonna be covering the expensive cars. I'll try and point out what I know is a remesh. I know this is a remesh for a fact. I believe, well, I know the Enzo is a remesh. I know the P1 is a remesh. And then I think that might be all of the remeshes. I'm not too sure. Let's just get into it. Let's just start off. Alrighty, so let's check out the limited vehicles. This is recorded later because I realized I forgot to do that. So if it didn't match up, that's why. This car is max upgraded. It is worth noting. Even though I'm not going to go over top speed really or anything, but it is really fast, max upgraded, and it handles pretty well. I will probably do an in-depth review on this car, so, you know, be on lookout for that. But yeah, this thing handles really well. It's pretty fast. I really like the way it looks. This has the new wrap on it just because I wanted to try it out. This isn't my finished spec or anything. And there's the top speed, 252 miles an hour. We did end up hitting it. Alright, and keep in mind, maxed out completely with twin turbos from factory. Alright, now we have this car, the Paul Walker car is what we'll call it. I want to hit a tree, but I won't, I promise. So here we have this. Interior is pretty cool. All the M3s have this similar interior, even like the newer ones, for some reason in DE. So they all handle about the same too and feel the same. That's why I didn't bother showing, well, you'll see. So that's that M3. We then have this M3. Interior looks the same. It looks the same. None of these have body kits. I don't know. It drives the same. Then we have this M3. I really like the cage. Somehow the interior still looks like the same. Except it sounds like a Nissan GTR. I don't know why. But those are the limiteds. Now let's go check out the Ferrari. And yeah, this was recorded in the future, so hopefully this fits together well. But yeah, let's go check out whatever I want to show. With the Ferrari FXX Evolution, then we'll do some limiteds, and then, you know, we'll go see what else is new. That startup is awesome. So here we have the engine. That opens up, and then, oh, the front opens up. Cool, that's pretty cool. Opens up too, that's pretty cool. Okay. I like how it sounds. Again, all stock. There is no body. Yeah, there's no accessories. If the stripe could be painted, let's see here. Yeah, the stripe can be painted as the secondary. The car handles actually pretty well. It's not very fast, but it handles pretty well. And this car is a 6-speed manual. Okay. I love how the exhaust comes out and stuff. Definitely a really sick car. And it is, again, a total of $4,296,000. Alrighty, now let's check out the... what do I want to see? Let's check out the $11 million McLaren, because I know people are going to be excited for that. Top speed, 211 miles an hour, 2.40 60, handling 87%. So this is legitimately better than the limited version, but of course it's twice the price. So I mean, what do you really expect? I'm really actually excited for this car. I would keep it, but I don't want to waste all my money. So here it is. Love how it looks. I love how it's got the European plate. Oh, you got a light in the roof scoop. That's actually so sick. Interior is pretty good. 2 seats. Handling, again, pretty good. I almost sunk my P1. But yeah, so handling feels good. It's pretty quick for just being a stock car. And it looks sick, so for what opens, you just have the doors, unfortunately, but I mean, that's fine if they want to let me open them. Yeah, so doors, just typical P1 doors. Pretty sick car. I definitely like this one. But I definitely have to sell it. So that costs $11,459,000. Alrighty, so next car we're going to check out is just the 488 Pista Spider. Or is it? I think it's a Spider. I believe this car is new, but I'm not entirely sure, and then we won't need to cover the other pieces because they'll look the same, just not as cool. Alrighty, so it is a Spider. This opens up. Very nice. Interior is pretty good. I don't believe there's frunk. Yeah, no frunk. Shift lights, which I forgot to say, but they did in fact add shift lights, which is sick. You get your whatever. So ultimately, pretty cool. Also, the other version of this has a body kit, so I guess I'll just go ahead and show that really quickly. But yeah, that car costs $599,000. Alrighty, so the normal 488 Pista, 211 mile top speed, 2.60 60, 47% handling, 288 grand, and this should have a body kit. Yeah, so let's check this body kit out. So something interesting about the body kits is, instead of how with the old cars you'd have to add stuff individually, they all just sort of add on now. Personally, I dislike that. I would really like if it was an option to add on this stripe or add on, you know, the ducktail, but it's not. So, you know, you can buy it all or buy none of it for 45 grand. Ultimately, I think it looks sick, and this car's a Spider. It's just like the Pista. Looks sick, $288,000 plus the kit's like 45k. So, pretty cheap, but it's a cool car. Alrighty, now let's check out what most people wanted in the first place, which is the MC12. Now, I can't lie, I never understood the hype behind this car. As you can see, primary does that, secondary does that. So $2.7 million, well, almost 2.8, handling 63%, 0 to 63 in 3.1 seconds, and then top speed of 205 miles an hour. Let's buy it and check it out. So again, this is the one people were really excited for. Interior is okay. I mean, it's not like fabulous. And then yeah, this does open back here, yeah. And then doors open, but nothing else opens. So interior, pretty detailed, looks okay. This car actually feels better than 63% handling. I would expect it to have more handling for how it drives, but also this is a new section of the map, should point that out, which has gotten some new buildings added. So I don't know why we came back here, but whatever. That had to be shown. But yeah, this car drives pretty well. I like how it sounds. Sounds pretty decent. Also, these are new buildings as well. So they did add some new buildings to the map. But yeah, this car is pretty sick at 2.7 million, well, 2.8 million, 2,796,000 to be exact. Alrighty, now let's try out the normal Ferrari Enzo. Even though this has been in the game, I'm just going to go over it really quickly. 218 miles an hour, 3.30 to 60, and 60% handling. Let's check this thing out. Startup is pretty nice. We have that in the back that opens up. Oh, and this car does have a front that opens up. That's cool. So handling wise, feels it's not that great, it's not that bad. I'm gonna already head back because this was a remesh car, so it's been in the game a long time, and I'm sure most of you have driven it. And again, this car is $3 million. Well, $2,999,999, but who's counting that one? Alrighty, now we got this McLaren P1, which I didn't check handling stats, so we'll do that afterwards. Now, this car is cool because you got a body kit, so that's not the body kit. This is the body kit. Basically turns it into a P1 GTR, but with louvered fenders, which I'm kind of salty the normal P1 GTR does not have. But this car has been in the game as well for a long time. Obviously, it just got a remesh. It's a pretty cool car. I don't know. Take it back to the dealer. The main thing is that you can basically turn it into a P1 GTR, and that body kit is, of course, quite expensive at $1.1 million, and then the car itself is 1.7 almost. Now let's go check out the performance stats on it, seeing as I forgot to do that. So for the P1, 217 miles an hour top speed, 2.5 seconds 0 to 60 time, and then 79% handling. So ultimately, it's not a very bad car, especially if you're watching this video in the future and this car's already off sale. This car is not that much better. Well, it is actually a fair amount better, but it's not like crazy better, and if you want to build a P1 GTR, you can. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad to see that. Alright, let's check out the Monza really quickly. Also, I'll just buy some of the interesting cars and we can check them out. I'll buy this BMW because people like it. Again, all these are new. The thing is, like, most people, like, nobody wants to watch a video on this. Like, this car, 109 miles an hour top speed, whatever, we'll buy that too. There's a Spider variant of that right there. And then let's buy the new Mustangs because people like Mustangs for God knows why. I'm just kidding. If you like Mustangs, that's cool. They're not bad cars, they're just not my type of car. And it's raining, but that's fine. Alright, so we're going to start off with this BMW. It's got lighting. The convertible variant has blue lighting. It's cool, it's slow, it drives like a boat, and I don't like it. So here we have a Mustang GT350. I like how this sounds. You also got sequential taillights, which is really cool. This interior, though, not detailed, no speedometer, which is a big shame in my opinion. Alright, next up we have this BMW M3 with the facelift, which looks horrible, but whatever. It's okay. It's not a terrible car, and it costs, you know, 72 grand. I don't know. It's just meh. We have the Mercedes hatchback thing. I don't even know what it's called, but I actually really like this car a lot, and I'm probably gonna buy this for myself and keep it. It's really cool because, like, look, you got like how it all opens up. The interior is detailed. It's actually a really sick car, and it sounds decent. And I think you could probably build it to be pretty quick. It costs 145k, so not too bad. I really like that thing. That's me personally. Now the Ferrari Monza has been in the game. This is just a remesh variant, so now you got shift lights and a better interior. Not my car, but it does have room for me and all my friends, so I like that aspect of it. And then the last car that we're going to check out today is the Ford Mustang GT500. Pretty cool car. Again, sequential taillights, and then this one does have a detailed interior, and this costs $96,000. Now, in my opinion, the GT350 sounds better than the GT500. I don't know why they even have different sounds, but you know, they do. So that's it for the vehicles I'm going to show off, because most of these, I'll show off the S2K with the body kit too in a second, because most of these, you know, they're just the same cars I've shown, just different variants of them in some extent, or to some extent, and they're all cheap. So, you know, if you want to really review it yourself, you can look at the $19,000 car. So now let's look at the S2000, the car that's way too expensive for what it is. And here we have body kits, and then you can just get this body kit. Personally, I don't like it. I think it looks like riced out garbage. I wish you could, like, I hate like the wing just looks so bad with the end plates and stuff. I wish you could just equip some things by themselves. But yeah, that's the body kit, and then this car does have a roof, however it's not animated, which is odd. And then you do have a detailed engine, which is pretty cool, I guess. And this car is only 19,000 bucks. Wish it was like that in real life. Alrighty, so like I was saying, we do have new buildings by Drag Race. I'll show them off briefly again really quickly. Right over here we have some new vacation inns. Sure you wonder what that's off of. Stuff like that. And then over here by spawn we have all these, which are new buildings. So that's pretty cool. We also have a new highway, which I will go show you guys right now. Or not new, rather longer. So I'll go check that out now too. Alrighty, so the highway is bigger on this end. Worth noting, it's not bigger on the other end. Only this end. It extends quite far. So that's really cool. I'm glad it is a bit bigger now. I'll just go ahead and like show like a sped up version of me driving to the end of this highway. There's where it would used to end, I believe, or somewhere around there. So here's a sped up version of me driving to the end. So here's the end of the highway. As you can see, a bit longer, so that's pretty cool. It's also a sign that says crossover. I'm not sure what that's for, but you know, I guess that's cool. So yeah, that is the new highway. Another thing that came in this update, which is actually pretty cool, is we have two new wraps. We have the metallic paint, which actually looks really good on some cars. Like, it doesn't really work on this one, but it looks good on some builds if you do it right. And then we have the matte stealth wrap, which still gives you like that realistic, because like for previous matte, people would just, you know, no reflectance, which didn't really give it the proper matte look, but now this gives it like a proper matte look. So I like that. And then what the frick happened here? Alrighty guys, that is gonna do it for the video. Now if you're wondering why I didn't cover every car, I'll just go back to dealer really quick while we talk about it. The reason I didn't cover every single car is because there were a lot of cars this update, and they were all relatively similar. And I know most people don't care, so I just covered the cars. I figured you'd want me to care. This is just an update overview. So there's your overview of all the cars, right? I covered most of them. If you want me to cover all of them in the next update, let me know in the comments. This is kind of a new way to see, just so we can make the video a bit shorter and so more people will watch it through its entirety, whatever. Anyways, thank you all for watching this video. If you want me to do in-depth reviews on any of these cars, let me know down in the comments below. Also, I'm going to be streaming tonight, so if you're watching this video the day of, I'm going to be doing car shows and driving Empire and stuff like that, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, thank you all for watching once more, and I will see you all in the next one. Venom out.